All right, peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, hopefully the Most High in your house shall blesses your day. By His mercies, you aren't consumed or alive in the Most High in your house shall's body, and two are naturally alive, man. I want to, I kind of want to talk about that today, but I kind of don't have the time. But I want to go into this, man. No, I'll talk about it today. Why not? Not now, but probably the next video we talk about a little more. But I'm bad, my bad, y'all saying some stuff to myself, but I want to talk about this, man. Because here's the thing. Let's go to Matthew real quick, man, because this is like but this is more prophetic, man. And of course, it was like this all throughout, history and the time period, man. But Yahushua specifically said, man, how it's gonna be like during these time periods, man. And this is a cold, let's get the wax and cold, man. Like Pooh said in the wire, man, perfectly. He said, man, the world's going one way and people another way, man. Just like the world's just waxing colder and colder. But let's grab this in Matthew chapter 25 and verse 12, man, because it says, Matthew chapter 24 verse 12, it says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, man. That's what you're seeing, man. A lot of people is cold, malicious, like this, rude and spiteful, man. Because and it is too, but that also lines up with I even had to check this, when that spirit comes upon me, or if I do something or think a certain way or do a certain way, man, I had to check myself too, because I'm not excluding myself at all. I actually talking about myself as well, man. I'm not absolved from this, but a lot of times too, man. But I think that it is too. It's more of a one, because we live in a world of God on the seat. So I get it. And a lot of it's a defense mechanism, but it's a lot of cold-hearted, malicious, evil people out here, man. It is, man. But you know it is too, because in this world, and that goes into that First Corinthians 3:19, which you're gonna get into later, man. The way the wisdom of this world is like foolishness to most on your house, man. Because a lot of times too, that being cold and malicious and spiteful and rude, that's deemed as a strength in people. People use that as in this that's a quality of strength, but actually that's a quality of weakness, if you ask me. Because honestly, man. Because it's like the brother sent me first one says, man, it takes nothing to be constant to somebody, man, but you have to go out your way to be like that, man. No, don't get it twisted, man. There's times to protect yourselves and protect others at times, man. And not just of course, anybody just run game on you, get over on you. Be firm, be self-preservating, be because not I don't need to say nice, because not of course nice means weak, but of course that what it is, because the people because there is a difference between nice and kind, but generally colloquially speaking, when we say nice, people know what we mean. But if you really want to go to the term nice means weak and things of that nature, and so no, I get that, but at the same time, that's where that balance comes in, man. That's why false balance is abomination to Most High Yahushua, man, because a lot of people just go straight, can be straight cold, malicious, evil, rude, and just for their own gain, or just because, and that's where, or just to how past people did them in the past. So that's where that forgiveness of one for that other person and yourself comes in. And also, I get it, other past experiences, whether it be actual real traumatic experiences, yeah, I get it. But but also too, people can be on the other spectrum and be a lot of times too gullible things. This is something I struggle with. My homie talks about this with me about this all the time, man. And I'm not saying trying to toot my own horn like I'm something great. No, because a lot of times too, the brother y'all all said from Sons of Thunder, a lot of times too, that's just not my intentions on things, so it is damn, it can be very hurtful, just as bad as it can be just as bad at times, or just as self-destructive. But a lot of times too, man, yeah, that's just let's get this what you call in Esther, in the additions to Esther and the Apocrypha, man, because a lot of times too, no, since it's the first, we're gonna get this in Wisdom of Solomon, then we're gonna get this in Esther, man. Because listen, man, because we're really, most time your house is not even going to deal with somebody like this, man. It can't enter in. It's Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1, real quick. It says, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1 verse 4, it says, for into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in the body subject to sin. So yeah, if you malicious, spiteful, evil, wicked, man, unless you repent with a contrite heart, man, and really seek the Most High Yahushua, yeah, man, it's just but some people the Most High Yahushua just has to be that way. So it is what it is. But And this is not to like, I'm not just trying to like boost myself up or anything like that. Because listen, even ways I have malicious, evil ways, I need to check that, man. And that's what this next verse can goes into. But but yeah, man, it's just like that's just not even good, man. Because a lot of people just out here just rude, like it's not kind. This is sad out here, man. But it's running to happen. This especially here, like, because I'm kind of used to it, though, growing up and being here in Philly. But I'm pretty sure y'all brothers and sisters in the metropolitan area, these East Coast type of place, out in the whole world, but probably like in this side of like East Coast Kingdom, like kind of used to that though. But it's a good and bad thing, because it makes you like, one, it prepares you for the real world. It's like you realize, recognize real, you can recognize game, like because that's what it is. But also too, it's just like it could be vexing to be around sometimes, like just the, oh my gosh, anyway, it says, for the Holy Spirit of discipline will flee deceit and remove thoughts that are without understanding, and will not abide when unrighteous come in. So yeah, man, that just goes into like how certain times, even like the resist the devil, or resist the devil and he will flee. Also too, sometimes like even when people talk about wicked thoughts, like when evil thoughts and stuff like that, that's really plotting and scheming and doing, like Proverbs 1 goes into. So that's what it is. But having evil thoughts, like you cast it down to captivity under Yahushua. Like and because those thoughts can separate you from the Most High Yahushua. Can like, okay, cool, well, I'm not even, but it's not really, because listen, because it was written, don't think any these righteous people in here had evil thoughts, of course, but it's about acting on it. Because same with David and the ball, like David didn't act like act on it, but also too, but David and Bathsheba, he acted on it. So that's the difference. Like that's a wicked thought. That's a perfect example of a wicked thought. With David and the ball, he didn't act on it, but like David and Bathsheba, that's a wicked thought, because the fact that he acted on it, he did something about it, man. But also too, gotta be real, like your conscience, man. Like that's just one that clear. But anyway, man, let's go this in Editions of Esther real quick, man, because a lot of times too, man, like listen, a lot of people that are malicious, like spiteful, rude, evil, like you're gonna get a malicious death, like you're gonna get an evil death, man, like because like it says, let's just read addition to Esther, this is in the Apocrypha 13:7. They that who of old and now are malicious may one day with violence go into the grave. So ever hereafter cause our affairs to be well settled and without trouble. So yeah, man, like I was thinking about this like the other day. Being cold, you'll be hot in hell. Let me say this again. If you like being cold to people, like we read in Matthew 24, being cold, or like you'll be hot in hell. If you think that's cool or cute to be cold, and because that people think that's cool, that's a sign of strength. No, that's a sign of weakness. Honestly, it is. Like because it's past hurt. Like seek the Most High Yahushua, talk to somebody, man. But then again, the Most High has certain vessels to do that, man. Even when I gotta talk about myself, man, with those things. If you're gonna be cold and cruel and malicious people, you're gonna be hot in hell. Like so like because a lot of things too, man. That's just, yeah, man. That's just is what it is, and that's where let's get to 1 Corinthians real quick, man, because yeah, man. And we see that one who somebody was malicious had an evil death was like somebody like Saul, really filled with malice. Like Sirach says, the malice was bred in them. I think that's Solomon or Wisdom Solomon, or I think it's Ecclesiastes or Wisdom Solomon. I think it's Sirach. That malice is bred in them, man. That malice is bred in, you're gonna die evil death, man. You're gonna but also too, it's a balance to that, because that Ecclesiastes 8:11. Sometimes most of your house shall let you do that, and just do what he do at the end to you. So. Yeah, man, being cold, if you want to be cold, be cold-hearted or be cold to people, you're gonna be hot in hell, man. Even sometimes, no, then we're gonna grab that side right too again, man, because a lot of times too, that's where that's one love for the Most High Yahushua and that self-love comes in, man. We're gonna grab that too. 1 Corinthians chapter 3:19, it says, for the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh, for it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. So yeah, man, That's just what it is. The wisdom of this world, like, that's part of the wisdom of this world. Be cold, be a, like, but I was reading too in 2 Timothy 3, like, what was that? When it says fierce, that means what? People, if you were going to that definition of fierce, it means savage. So that's why people on demon time and stuff like that. A lot of times, like, that stuff like that we see now, this is written to happen, man. So, like, people, you think that's cool, like, okay. But, yeah, man. So that's because shout out to brother Kwame Cole and Shalimar, because if even the brother Akawar and Elijah, man, because I remember the brother Kwame Cole said this, man, because why? Because he was talking about something like this, or like being merciful, being being peaceful, things of that nature. He said that's weakness towards the world, but it's strength to the Most High. But what he said, why did the Most High Yahweh say that? Because he knew not a lot of people are going to do it. That's why it says the love of many shall wax cold, and that's why you're going to see it says in Second Esdras, and also too Yahweh said the world that is to come is for few, but many will be destroyed. Like so. Like, that's what it is. Because, he knows what? The Most High Yahweh has a mastermind. They know a lot of people aren't going to be that way. Not going to do those type of stuff, man. That's it is. And that's like the saying goes, man, because a lot of times, too, people take meekness for weakness. That's not it, man. It's actually more power. And honestly, that's the best character and quality, if you ask me, of the Most High Yahweh, man, is the mercy, man. Because you'll know how much power there is in mercy. Mercy's not like when you don't see the transgression or see the the transgression. You don't see it, but you actually see it, but you're willing to get over it. That's power in that, man. Because this too, we all knew people like this. It's like, okay, especially people that are merciful, long suffering. Like, okay, that person, the other party or other demographic or party had to do something, because that person usually not like that. That person is usually slow to wrath. You had to do something to that person for that person to act that way. So that's how the Most High House is, and that's why they're always justified, because it is what it is. But yeah, let's go right there in Sirach, man, real quick. Let's get this too in Sirach, because a lot of times too, really people are, not just like just cold, malicious, and evil, and towards others, man. It's because like that bishop type of spirit from Juice, like we mentioned, like we talk about a lot, man. He said, listen, I'm not shit, so before I decide that I'm not gonna be shit, you're not gonna be shit. I'm roughly paraphrasing, because he didn't love himself at the end of the day, man. And then also too, you guys, that's where having that compassion too, because some people come from really bad, really actual, real traumatic life altering experiences and upbringings, things of that nature. But but a lot of times too, that at the same time, it doesn't justify it, but it's a reason for it. You can understand it, but but yeah, let's grab this too, because this is talking about being greedy, but yeah, but let's grab this too. Like, Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach, chapter 14, verse 5. It says, he that is evil to himself, whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his good. So yeah, man, it's people that's evil to themselves. They don't even like Bishop said, I don't even love myself. Like, so yeah, it says, and there's no worth that envieth himself. And this is the recompense of his wickedness, man. Shoot, man, that's just crazy too, man. Some people like that. They just shoot. I remember Chino XL, the late Chino XL, man. He had a song with Ken B on his album Reconstruction, man. He had a song called Ken B. He said, listen, it was a punchline, but it's really, some people like that. He said, I'm so conceited, I'm jealous when people envy me. There's people actually like that. That's like, damn, you just don't like yourself at all. Like, you just don't even like, you're evil to themselves. So like, you're gonna be, of course they're gonna be evil to others, man. They're gonna be cold and wicked to other people, man. So that's another reason. Some people with this on the other spectrum, this selfish, self-centered, like actual real narcissists, because most people have narcissist tendencies, not actual narcissists, but there's some people out there that's like that. They just like just cold, only concerned about themselves, and like greedy, just only the way. It don't always have to be just greedy with money, just like your own will, your own desires, your mentality, like your spirit. So like that's just is what it is with that. But yeah, it says let's read this again. It says Ecclesiastes chapter 14 verse 5. It says, he that is evil to himself, whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his good. There is none that there is no words that that envies himself, and this is the recompense of his wickedness. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. But let's grab this Sirach 30 real quick, man, because yeah, man, this is good. Ecclesiastes 30 chapter of 23. It says, "Love thy own soul, comfort thy heart, remove sorrow far from thee. And for sorrow hath killed many, and there is no profit there. There's no profit. And there is no profit therein." So yeah, exactly. Sorrow kill many, man. Like, and a lot of people, that happens daily, man. Suicides, this sorrow just dead on inside. It can be a lot, but just naturally, like, just you could tell, like, damn. Also too, and that ties into it as well. But like, sorrow kill many, but yeah, and that just goes to show you the mercy and the mercy that we talking about of the Most High Yahushua with Yahushua. Him being sorrowful to death, like, no, it saved many though, because many would have been died from sorrow, killed from sorrow, but him being sorrowful in death, it saved many. So, like, it's just that dichotomy right there. But yeah, and it says in this part, there's no profit therein, but there, when him being sorrowful to death, there was profit, man. Like, that goes into what we just talking about, him being the chief, like, servant, man, because he didn't have to do that, and that's all the love, man. So, but yeah, man, that's just it, man. Like, being cold, you will be hot in hell, man. So if you think it's cool, or like, be like that, you be cold hearted, malicious, evil, man. Like, but a lot of times too, like X said, like DMX said, man. Trust people to be them though. Like Sirach 12 even says the same thing, man. Trust people to be that way, man. You gotta trust people to be them. So, like, cause we all have our lot in the Most High Yahushua, man. But yeah, this is because you have to go out your way to be kind to people. Like, just show love, man. Because that's why love covers all sins. Love is stronger than death. So see, love is stronger than death. And like, see what we was talking about earlier. Like, that the wisdom of this world. Because being cold, malicious, and rude and ignorant, and like, that's a strength in this world. But but that's weakness to the Most High, man. Because it's crazy, because when the Most High and how shall they do their judgments, they view them as that way, but they're not. They're just justified in what they do. But also too, like, that's like, let's get Song of Solomon real quick, man, because that's what that being cold, malicious, and evil and spiteful. That's strength in this world. But that's that's weakness to the Most High, because love is stronger than death. Honestly. Now we know this talking about the love of the Most High Yahushua has in the word, but but love, like, it says and of course the Most High Yahushua love is like, their godly love is it's a little thing. It's like it's more to it than the love that we say in this current time, but it's more to it than their godly love. But love, let's use it in this example, man. Set me a seal upon thy heart, the Song of Solomon 8:6, and as a seal upon thy arm, for love is as strong as death. Yeah, love is strong as death, and jealousy is cruel, and as a grave, and the coals thereof are coals of fire, which have the most vehement flame. So yeah, man, love is just as strong as that, man. That's that love, man. Seriously, man. So, and love covers all sins, man. So, like, and what's the last enemy? Sin and death, man. So I love that love. That's a really strength, man. Love, kindness, joy, the fruits of the spirit, man. This is what it is, man. But like your house, I said, bad trees can't bring forth good fruit, man. So that's just is what it is, man. I have to check a lot of this, man. Like, in my spirit, with me. Honestly, I'm firstly talking about me, man. But being cold, you'll be hot in hell. If you like being cold, be cruel and malicious, man. Some people, that's it, Abraham. They don't think twice about it. You just know, like, you're gonna be hot in hell. You're gonna get that you're gonna get that judgment, man. So listen, I'm not absolved from this either, but that's is what it is, man. Because I don't even see. I don't know, man. That's just like I don't know, man. Because there's too, like, I get it, like, earlier, like, earlier, again, breakfast this morning, man, because don't get twisted. I even had to check my spirit on this sometime, but, like, even like, how like, people even treat the homeless, man. Like, this is like, yo, you don't have to treat them like that, man. That's why I was, even when I'm watching The Wire, man, like, the character D, man, like, in the first season, man, he's like, yo, man, like, because, like, I think Shelter Brother sent me first one. Well, I ain't gonna go to like what he said, but man, but he was talking about like during his time in the street, whatever, like, but yeah, but the character of D, but he said this as well, but the character of D in The Wire, man, he said, listen, man, you don't have to, because they what you call them, drug addicts and drug fiends, man, you don't have to talk to them to a certain way, man, because that's still another human being. Like, you don't have to treat them and talk to them a certain way, man, because sometimes, like, when when even sometimes how people, because I saw this earlier, I noticed this earlier today when getting breakfast, man. Don't get me wrong. This is Ishmael. Those Arabics is their establishment, man. It's cool. Like, yeah, you can't have them lounging around because they do a lot sometimes. But man, just how sometimes they would just talk to those homeless people then there that pay for their coffee. It's like, they like, oh, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I'm like, damn, it's just like, but I don't know their side, man, because they did tell me, because they pretty tight. I'm pretty cool with them, like, they did tell me they a lot of times too they be on foolishness, but at the same time, it's like it's still another, the way to talk to them and treat them, man. That's the thing I'm talking about, man. But because it's crazy when people are in that situation, when people that are especially cruel like that to the poor, like but if it was ever them, like that's when they want the compassion. That's when they want that though. But you wasn't like that to other people. You probably gonna get it worse, double fold. Like because and that's actually like if you watch the Doctor Strange movie, his character, he was like that, man. But when it was his time, it's like, yeah, no, man, because one, that could be you. So like it is what it is. And a lot of times too, man, those people actually look out for you. Some of those are real. And don't get twisted, man, because just because you homeless and things and that you're poor, don't mean you can still be evil as hell and wicked as hell, man. Because the word says that, man. Like Sirach says, he said, listen, the one thing the Most High despises is like a poor proud man, because it's like what are you proud for? It's like not that you like how I said like the things that you have as you're like it's not all for what you possess. It's not all based off of your possessions of like who you are, things of that nature. But still, it's like how can you be like still be like poor and proud? And it's like damn, it's like because yeah, don't get twisted. I have ran across some people that's homeless but still like evil. So I was like damn, like you. All right, like still, even level of compassion and mercy you're supposed to have on them, but because sometimes it's just like they were that way beforehand. That's just who they are. Sometimes it's just situations. That's where that mercy and compassion comes in. Even if they are that way, it's like, all right, cool. But it is what it is with that. That's another story for another day. I'm running on a tangent here. I'm probably not gonna do the. Oh damn, I did want to talk about that, but it's all good, man. So hopefully it's edifying, man. So peace.